Who are you? Time to review another beer. Have a gander at it. The label, definitely a Canon printed label. Somewhat offset on the installation of the label. Not the best place label, as I can show you right here. But that takes out absolutely no grading of the beer for the fact that it's not about the labels, guys. And that's a lot of these new craft beer companies, and truthfully old craft beer companies as well. They're so about dipping their beer bottles in the wax and just making it a bitch to get to the beer, and making sure that they have their graphic designer is putting in overtime in order to make like the most demonic label that they can make for their beer. Greater Good Imperial Brewing, not so much. And not so much for the fact that they don't even give a shit about putting their labels on straight, which is a good thing, man. So truthfully, I'm thinking that just for the fact that they are not so tied up on appearance, and I'm not saying that the label doesn't look good. The label looks dope. It looks really awesome, and it looks like it was printed at a very high level of PSI. But for the fact that the label isn't perfectly, lined up and whatnot, I'm pretty sure that the beer, I'm hoping that they focus on the beer, nigga. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this beer review. As I said, this is Greylock IPA Imperial New England India Pale Ale. I've had a few tonight, to be honest. Always store cold, drink fresh. Greater Good Imperial Brewing Company. This is 12 ounces. This is the normal beer size. But this Imperial IPA comes in at, I spit when I talk. I fuck anything that walks. No. 12% alcohol by volume, which is pretty damn high. Let's go ahead and give this thing a pour. Damn, I just wasted fucking. Damn it. You can only get this, I believe, in India. You can only get it in India. So, unless you're best friends with Jinder Mahal, good luck. There's nothing more to this. It's just a beer review for YouTube. So what I'm going to do is put it to the nose. You know what? As you can see, it didn't really produce that much of a head. I wasn't super aggressive on the pour. Probably a centimeter of head. I'm not. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about the amount of head that it produced because I didn't pour it straight down the glass. But as I can see in this beer, it's a lot of lacing. It's very much laced. Like if I'm gonna swastika it around a bit more and look at it. Everywhere I swash it around, there's a definite profound lacing on the glass, which is a good thing. Pretty much, the beer is fresh. Put it to the nose. This beer smells a lot like what was the first beer? Not an Imperial, it's a double IPA that I really love. Southern Tier IPA was my favorite IPA for years until I tried out the New Belgium Rampant Imperial IPA. This smells a lot like Southern Tier double IPA. Throw it down the hatchet. I may have just pooped my pants. This Greylock IPA from Greater Good Imperial Brewing Company. This is a damn good beer. It kind of threw me off with the fact that it said that it was a 12% alcohol by volume beer. I thought it was going to have that stanky taste to it, that kind of overpowering alcoholic malt liquor taste. And not saying that it would taste like a malt liquor, but when you drink a malt liquor, you have that shitty taste in the bottom of your loins. Not so much with this. You do get hints of fruit, sweet citrus fruit. It's an IPA, but however, the IBU count I imagine is not too high in this. This isn't a bitter beer. Smooth beer, good beer. I love the taste of this beer. And another thing that's crazy, my first initial sip was when you watched it. But in talking afterwards, second was gonna be better, just for the fact that I'm talking and words are coming out of the mouth and out of the breath in situations, and this is a good tasting beer. It's very tart on the front to midsection of your tongue, almost like a sour. Like, to be totally honest, it almost presents itself like a sour, but definitely not a sour, because it's not just this is a good beer, and it's fucked up because I really didn't want to say that this was a good beer, but this is a good tasting beer. How far is Boston? Greater Good Imperial Brewing Company. Got one here. Nothing overpowering with it, and it's crazy for the fact that it's 12% alcohol by volume. This is one of my favorite IPAs of all time, and I can say that with a clear conscience and not just tooting your horn, because I don't toot horns. I toot out of my beehole, and this ain't bullshit. I'm Beer Drink Shorty. Greater Good Imperial Brewing Company. You have a great beer here. Very smooth, sweet citrus hints. A bit sour on the front and mid-end of the tongue. This is a good Imperial IPA, and at the same time, it's 12% alcohol by volume. Not a session beer, however, but not using that. Clean beer from Greater Good Imperial Brewing Company. I loved it. I actually loved it. Like, this isn't a hype beer like a Hop Slam from Bell's Brewery. This is one that probably, if you live in the Boston area, Massachusetts area, you can get all year round. Do not take for granted this beer, because if you could get this beer all year round, when it's Hop Slam season, the fuck is a Hop Slam season? Who are you?